And good morning, guys. It's been a fun one so far this morning. It's already 9:30 in the morning and I haven't really accomplished much of anything. I've got to stop paying so much attention to the comments. I know you guys have told me this. You guys here on the vlog channel specifically have told me this a lot. But for whatever reason, I've still got it set up such that I receive emails for every single comment that I receive, meaning that my top 3 reasons I hate the Galaxy S7 Edge video, every time someone decides to comment on that because they didn't watch the video, I get emails about it. And there was specifically one person this morning that decided they were just going to comment over and over and over again about, I'm not going to use the offensive words they used about me, but how slow I am and how I don't deserve the name Jordan because I'm so stupid. And I did let it get to me a little bit, and finally I ended up just blocking the person. That's the easiest way I found to deal with this. It's like, you know, if you don't have anything better to do than to find people on the internet to harass, I don't really have the time to be bothered by you. I've got 2 videos that I want to try to make this morning, and because I spent so much time just obsessing over this, I didn't make those videos yet. And I've got a meeting in a half an hour, and I don't have time to make the videos now, so great way to start the morning. Great way to start the morning. At least it was a beautiful sunrise. I did capture that, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that as well. Anyway, I'm going to try to see what I can get done in the next half hour. Well, that was a very long, not terribly fun morning. Had some weird issues going on with some of our firewalls, so I got called into a meeting with all the networking people, basically pointing the finger at me saying, your app is doing this. And it's like, nope, it's been running for months and months with no problem. Something else must have changed. So I'm happy to turn my stuff off. I'll let you give it a shot and see if my stuff's causing the problem, but it hasn't been so far. So I'm going through and working out some ways to refix my app to try to make it more optimized, fewer calls, things like that. In addition, had a package show up. It's a fitness tracker band. Fitness tracker bands tend to do pretty well on my channel, so I figured I would give it a shot. Came straight from China, apparently. So I'm gonna be giving that a look at some point. Luckily, with the new schedule, I don't have to do it absolutely right this very second, but I can go ahead and do it at any time and then use the video later on. So I think what I'm actually gonna do is grab a little bit of lunch and then maybe start diving into this little area. As I started to say yesterday, I was planning to do a video about all of this as sort of I went out to these tech stores and here's what I bought, what do you think kind of thing. But I think I'm actually gonna split it in 2. I'm gonna do one video about just the headphones, the cheap headphones, one video about this little boogie board Jot, and call it that. I mean, I don't need to make a video about the lightning cable. It's a lightning cable, that's it. It's really cool that it's springy and whatnot, but it does not deserve to be in a video. It doesn't need to be in a video. But the other 2, that's good filler stuff. That's basically where I'm getting to with it. Having videos for 6 days per week, I'm gonna have to have some filler in there somewhere. So we'll have lots of good content, but also lots of just content in general, things for people to keep coming back to see. But I gotta grab some lunch. I am extremely hungry. My excitement level is officially at about a 10, maybe a 12. Oh, there we go. It's the Vive. Now where am I gonna set everything up? No space. Hooray, I'm in much better. Aside from the fact that the Vive showed up, I haven't even opened it. It's in a box over there. No, I guess I finally just got motivated. I reached out to Straight Talk. I've told you guys a couple of times over the last few days that I've been having problems with my Straight Talk service only on the Galaxy S7. On other devices, it's been fine. So I didn't know what was going on. So basically, if I were using the device and I would tap the little mic here and I'd start talking, nothing would happen. But now it's happening and things are doing, you can see words that you can't see. There's the words. You see words there? Oh look, there's words. There's lots of words coming. Not just that, there were a bunch of other problems related to that, meaning if I went into the Play Store and tried to search for an app, or I tried to go in and look at my apps, nothing would happen. I talked to their tech support people and the tech support person said, I'm gonna make a change to your account, had me restart my phone, and it all started working. And I've tested it a few times over the last 15 minutes or so, and it has continued to work. And I'm gonna keep an eye on it just to make sure it is still working, but it looks like he fixed it. And what he said he had to do to fix it was he had to restore the data package to my account, which is weird. That's a weird way to put that. But still, if it fixes the problem, I genuinely don't care. Well, it looks like the contractors have taken off for right now, but there's a step there. It has concrete, but he's covered it up so that it's okay for now. And even better, this was a bit of a surprise to us. This brick, since we've been living here, this brick has been broken. You can see the piece of it down there, actually. There. They chiseled it out and put us a new one in because we had a bunch of spares. So now we have what looks to be pretty nice right there. At this point, I can't tell if I'm making things better or worse, but yeah. That's an awful lot of open floor space there. I mean, realistically, there's an awful lot of room here in the middle of the room now. But as you can see, everything is over in this corner. A lot of this stuff is going to be going away. A lot of it's going to get moved around. And I'm not sure if that's where I really want the desk to be, or if I want to leave the little L leg on it, but that's where I have it for right now. I mean, I guess technically I could flip it on around this way so that the leg sticks out this way, or again, take the leg off. These are just decisions. I'm just making decisions. There's a part of me that kind of wants to push the whole desk this way so that I've got like monitor, giant TV, and it all kind of lines up with all of this, and then have the treadmill desk over in the corner, which would free up like all of this area, which would be perfect. Especially, I don't even know if I want to go into it, but I've been in talks with Lifespan, the company that makes the treadmill desk. They have a new model out. This is the TR1200 DT5. I think this was like a $1,300 to $1,500 treadmill when I bought it. I did not pay anywhere near that. Shipped, I think I paid about $800 because I found a special deal on it. But I reached out to the company a couple of months ago and they basically said, we love the videos you've made. We'd love to see you make videos about our newer release. And now the newer release is out. I poked at them again today and they say that they'll get it to me at a discount. So I just don't know if I can justify doing it. I'll have to find somebody who's interested in buying this one because this one is bigger. This one from like here to there is 48 inches. The new one has 48 inches across as well, but there's also a 38-inch option. And that is like the entire width of the entire thing, which would be so much better in my opinion. Just smaller, thinner, lighter, much easier to position in a room like this where I have no space. Don't even, it's horrible. It's just terrible. It is very, very quiet in here right now though, because the desktop is turned off. And actually, while I have the desktops turned off, I have to move things around. I have to put my GTX 780 Ti in my newer machine. Hadn't intended to do that, but it's looking like it's gonna happen now. Oh well. Gotta go get Ellis in about 15 minutes. Let's see what else I can get accomplished. All right, took just a minute and moved it around again. Now this has opened up this big old floor area, except I've got this wall mount to go into the TV. So it's gonna be sticking out till about right here, and it's gonna have game consoles and whatnot on it, which will be kind of nice actually, because I'll have my desk chair over here. I can just spin around and play games up there. I'm gonna have a place to put my other desktop just because that's what I use whenever I'm playing here. But I think if I take a long enough HDMI cable, my desktop could technically be over here-ish, just sort of out of the way, and just run the cable over that way and around. It's gonna be kind of ugly, but I've already got a long cable because I was running one over there before. As long as I run it along the baseboard, it won't be that big of a deal. So yeah, this setup might work the best, but this little leg of the desk is definitely gonna have to go, unfortunately. The whole desk will probably end up going at some point in the near future. My goal here is that I would really love, all right, hard to really describe it, but what I would really love, I saw it online somewhere and it's ridiculously expensive, so it ain't gonna happen, but it was a sit-to-stand, or sit-to-walk station, I think is what they called it. And it was like 5,000 bucks. I ain't doing that. But it had a very long desk that could go from sitting to standing, and one half of it had a treadmill under it, the other half of it had a chair under it. So if you want to sit down, you put the desk down, you sit down, you do your work. If you want to stand up and work, you stand up, you raise the desk up, and you walk on the treadmill. That would be my ideal setup, and that would do away with the need for all of this. The other potential option there is the Lifespan treadmill desk. Like I said, they've got an updated version of it, and they've also got an add-on for it, such that you have the treadmill desk in one part of the room, and then sticking out from it, one side or the other, whichever one, you've got a desk. It's like a 31-inch wide desk or something. Probably not big enough for what I would like to do, but again, it's something worth thinking about. It would give me a full standing treadmill desk with a full sit-down desk, or at least part of a sit-down treadmill desk. And technically, if I worked it out right, I could probably have some desk here and some desk there. I would have to clean all of this. This is a lot of a mess, and I'm having to work through it. I'll keep thinking. Well, it's almost 5 o'clock now, and I am heading out. The whole family is home. They're in there. Christina's working on some dishes. Duncan's playing. I've got to take the Huawei watch back. I've been meaning to drop it at a FedEx box, and I just keep forgetting, so I'm doing it right now. And I've finally done it. I went ahead and disabled comments on the Galaxy S7 Edge video because I'm done. I know a lot of you guys have been telling me to just ignore them, and it's like, that's not really enough. I can't just ignore them. There's something in my brain that won't let me. So I just hit the disable comments button. I left a little comment in the description saying that I'm tired of it, people not watching the video, or a lot of it is just people that don't speak English very well who watch the video and glaze over some of the things that I say because of the language barrier, which is understandable, but at the same time, I don't care. I mean, I speak a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of Japanese, but you don't see me go into videos in Japanese or in Spanish and screaming at them because I don't agree with the things that they say. And that's enough about that. That's enough to say about it. I'm done. My office is in a complete shambles. He's a loud one. My office is a complete shambles right now. I'm gonna have to go back home and try to fix it after dinner. I don't know how I'm gonna get all this done. And the big problem is the shelving unit that I bought, the little shelves that I bought to put all the stuff on under the TV, they're a lot smaller than I thought they were gonna be. Like, I thought they were gonna be wide enough to accommodate the gaming units and everything. Nope, it is not going to be, not in the slightest. So I may have to work something else out. Okay, lesson learned. This is we'll do it that way. This is the shelf that I bought for the wall. That's what it looks like. Just sort of put this in perspective. You can see my hand there next to it. Yeah, it's not terribly big. I went ahead and partially assembled it just to see how small it was gonna be because I saw how small the glass shelves were. So basically, here's the TV, here's the midline of it. This is where it's going to end up being. So it's gonna be like 3 shelves right there, and it's gonna obscure the grand majority of these wires, which is great. But at the same time, teeny tiny shelves, meaning like the PS4 can't fit on there. I will hopefully be able to fit the controllers on there. It looks like both sets will fit on there. And I think I can fit the router and the modem and the Raspberry Pi and a handful of other small things like that. But it's definitely not gonna hold the PS4. So yeah, just mainly controllers and such, which kind of stinks. I hear that he is a big fan of the apples.
Yeah, Mommy's breaking the rules.
Oh no.
I'm supposed to give him the same one every day for a week.
Oh.
Stop breaking the rules, we're having apples.
Oh, but he's so excited.
Oh no!
That excitement.
What?
Always.
Is that yummy? And Mommy likes apples too.
Look, that's good stuff.
Oh goodness, we're doing the happy dance. The apple dance.
And we are nowhere near done. It's almost 10 p.m. I'm about to give it up for tonight. I do have to make some progress because the lady who helps us clean is coming tomorrow, so I have to get at least like this area dealt with. But I have made progress. I moved the TV over. The TV was like, you see the black mount there? That was the center of the TV before, but I pushed it all the way to the right, and I kind of like that because it clumps all of the workspace together. This is definitely going to be coming off. This is just not working where it is, but I've got my little workspace set up. I've got this whole mess to deal with, and I have a big open area. Once these are gone, I will basically have this entire area to use for VR stuff. Now, unfortunately, I have not had the opportunity to actually pull the VR headset out yet. And I'm still working on getting filming stuff set back up. I've got a camera sitting here. I don't know if that's where it's going to end up. That little tripod definitely ain't going to do it. I was giving it a shot, but probably going to have to be either the GorillaPod or this one, which is a little bit too tall. I don't know. Just lots and lots of stuff to do, lots going on. And I'm getting all sorts of messages I probably ought to answer. So it's already 11 p.m. I'm probably going to go ahead and wrap up the vlog because, as you can see, I'm a little indisposed. I'm not really sure what I think about this new layout, but it's definitely something new to try. And I've got to try to get the Vive unboxed and set up tomorrow, because that's hopefully going to be a video for tomorrow with this new schedule I've set up. Tuesdays are supposed to be VR Tuesdays. May not happen, but we'll definitely give it a shot. But for today, I think that's going to wrap everything up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you again next time.